So, we are at the office today.
This is our office.
This is our office for the next 2 days. We are doing our powerboat level 2 training over the next couple of days.
Yeah,
so the weather is beautiful.
Couldn't be any better, really.
No. So our instructors, Richard and Dave from Seawake Training, are going to spend the next few days with us, get us through our powerboat level 2, but also go a little bit more in depth than the powerboat level 2 course, and we're going to look at charts and plotting our course.
Yep.
So before we get on the actual boat, we're going to plot our course to where we're going.
Where we're going to go. Yeah.
So
should be fun.
Let's go and get to it.
Excited. Have a look around.
So we've only just walked in and he's given us a test already. So this is just to gauge how much we actually know. So you can't copy my answers.
Okay.
You go sit over there.
"49 degrees.
You sure?
We're having a look at the speed.
So you want to stay on 0.5?
You want my hand on this all the time? Okay.
Arches.
Yeah.
See the pyramid?
Yeah. The white pyramid.
Can you see any other colour pyramid?
No.
Okay, we'll use the white one. Okay, so...
yeah, but I could have been looking at a sailboat and you could have been seeing something else. I don't know, but yeah, okay, the white thing, yeah.
So the guidebooks will tell you that pyramid needs to be in the centre of the arch. We don't need to be that critical, because what that does, if we go to have that in the centre of the arch, takes you close to the Bangor side,
Okay.
which is okay, but there's not at the moment the lobster pots.
So the centre of the arch from a particular heading, or when we're approaching?
When we're approaching, fine.
Yep.
The Britannia Bridge links the Isle of Anglesey to the mainland of Wales. It was originally designed and built by railway engineer Robert Stevenson, and it was used as the main railway line from North Wales into Anglesey. The construction started in 1846 and the bridge opened on the 5th of March 1850. It's 460 metres long at a height of 40 metres. The Menai Bridge was designed and built by Thomas Telford between 1819 and 1826. It was the first important modern suspension bridge. The decks, designed for 2 carriageways, was suspended by iron chains from masonry towers at either end. 16 chain cables were each composed of 935 iron bars, a total of 2,000 tonnes of wrought iron.
Gemma's turn now. This is the top speed of Surinder.
Is it?
Yeah, just calm down. You're still flying though, aren't you? You're still making good way.
I wouldn't want to go any faster in it.
No, Surinder wouldn't be doing this. Yeah. So we now picked up on the buoy, which is indicating where we're going to turn. So we're going to go around the buoy. So we're going to keep the buoy on the starboard side. So we're now heading for the red boat against the wall. So they're going to do 8 knots now, going to the harbour. Beautiful day for this, perfect.
Steer towards the buoy. What you do forward, you think neutral, steer away from the wall. If the tide's going to rise, one hand. Tide higher up the ladder. Yeah.
I've seen images of boats hanging.
Look at that. That was perfect, wasn't it? There you go. Just parked my boat for the first time.
I just landed the boat.
Look at that. Perfect spot. Now I just got to get up there.
So my plan is now I'm going to go round and come up onto the starboard side. That's my plan.
Okay.
That's his plan and he's sticking to it.
Right.
If it doesn't work, then I'll just say to someone, what the hell's he doing?
Okay, because you use the tide and wind before. So it would be like you tried it from that way.
You'd be going straight out of the fall, wouldn't it?
You can do it that way. If you're doing it from that way, you do it at a very shallow angle. You came in like 30 degrees or something.
The statue of Lord Nelson was erected in 1873. It was made by sculptor Lord Clarence Pageant, the former Lord of the Admiralty. He found that concrete was a much cheaper alternative than marble or bronze, and it was quite durable in the exposed areas. Lord Nelson became a celebrity after leading the Royal Navy's defeat of the French at the Battle of the Nile in 1798. Shortly before his final battle against the French at Trafalgar, he used his flags on HMS Victory to send a message to the whole fleet. England expects every man to do his duty. And the same words are inscribed on the base of the statue. Slow manoeuvres in the dock.
Forward.
That's good, that was good.
Forward.
Good.
Neutral. That's fine. Views go down there. Go forward. Okay, neutral. A little bit of breeze. This is the same as what John did.
Yeah.
See how it's spinning now?
Yeah.
Neutral. Hard to start. So. Go up there, do a turn around wherever you want, and back down there.
Get surrender in there, wouldn't you, John?
Racers was, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
We'll wait. We're in anyway.
So it was really interesting yesterday. So that was day one. Went up through the Swellies. It was quite interesting because like big swirls of water and stuff like that, and it was like, a bit faster. That was good. But today we're going to go off down to Caernarfon, to the big castle there. So I've seen the castle from the land. It'd be really interesting to see it from the water. So it should be fun. So obviously before we came on this course, I was doing some research on YouTube and stuff like that. There's not actually much out there about the level 2 course, but apparently Rich has actually done a lot more with us than you'd normally do on the level 2 course. So we did all like sort of chart plotting and stuff like that. So that was really interesting, and I think we're going to be doing some more of that today. So we're going to be plotting our course from Port de Norwich down to like Caernarfon and the mouth of the Menai Straits, so that'll be interesting, won't it? So the course here is 231.
231, and what's the distance? From there to there is 0.8. Okay.
Okay. So let me know. 250.
Yeah, but look, you've got 3 buoys that you've got to stay this side of, and don't think this is we're not going at higher tide, so the water's going to be deeper.
So
what usually happens down there is people come up from the bar end, obviously keeping greens on the right red.
yeah, I know.
If they don't recognise the change,
Yeah.
the first buoy after the change,
Yeah, they're on the wrong side.
So,
Yeah.
and that sandbank there's got loads of gouges in it where boats have ploughed into.
Yeah. It's quite easily done, isn't it?
So we go from like here. Hold on, that has to stay.
There.
Although you've got this red buoy here that needs to stay on your port side.
Lift it off.
Let go your light.
Then I put it down that
So,
forward fitting.
I'm going into reverse.
Go on, yeah. Look where you're going, not where you've been. Turn the engine the way you want to go. One hand. Turn your wheel to starboard. As the tide's coming in, turn your wheel to starboard. It's funny, it's like motorbike trials, it all happens at no miles an hour.
Is that what, motorbike?
It's like motorbike trials, you're only doing 5 miles an hour, but it's all happening.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Keep the snow lower than 18 knots, use your trim. Don't dab it, keep your finger on the upside, listen to the wave. Don't dab it, keep your finger on it. There you go.
Yeah, feel it.
Okay. Starboard slightly.
So after this one, where do we go?
I don't know, we've got the cackers now.
So you're passing all of these.
Yeah. So
Then we're aiming for a south cardinal.
That was
15. So is this the change cardinal?
it's not on this chart.
So it's not a danger. It's,
So you haven't got...
we have got a reference
We have,
and
look.
that we pass it.
look, we've got a cardinal and 2 green buoys.
Yeah. We'll edit this so she looks professional. Alright, so we both managed to get lost. What I've done now is we found a marker buoy of C8. So we've now found C8 on the map. So we are actually still officially on our plotted course. The C8 is here, but we're heading out here.
Okay, so
we still need to continue our course.
Until we get to
Yes, Musselbank.
So that's MB, so that's the next one we're heading towards
MB.
is MB, Musselbank.
Okay, but those are the marker buoys. What's the marker buoy? I'm just doing this for like
It's a red buoy, but it hasn't got a number, it's got a name.
Ah, right, okay, that's why it's right.
Horse hand lateral buoy, that's his problem.
Okay. Right now I'm going to swing C7. Good if we can see him, Jeb.
Motor. Where's your motor? Behind you. Don't know where anything is. Quick, get ready.
So I'm now thinking about wind, current, so I'm approaching on the best side for the current. Wind, not much, potentially coming this way. Can't really see, Jem. I'm coming in far too hard. I'm going to do the...
Neutral, don't put it in reverse.
Well, I think hook and duck training is required. But,
I've got him, he's safe! Believe it or not, this 100-foot ship was actually built in 1910 by Dublin Dockyards for a commission for Irish Lights. She was known as Arctic Penguin and she was a light vessel with a hull made of iron and steel. She served on the Daunt Rock Station from 1910 to 1920. She's had a bit of a colourful past. She actually sank in 1988 after hitting a submerged object. She was then salvaged and laid up. In 1966, she was converted to a youth adventure training vessel and renamed Halloween. At the moment, she's currently been renamed in 2016 to Britain. And no one really knows the reason why she's laid up in Caernarfon at the moment. This is Caernarfon Castle. Now, I could go on for hours about the history of the castle, but I won't. Research it if you want to know more. But it was built in 1283. It took 47 years to build and it cost £25,000. Doesn't seem a lot in today's money, but back then it was an incredible amount. King Edward I built it along with several other Welsh castles as a way of defining his power after conquering Wales. Caernarfon Castle is considered the greatest among the castles he built. Architecturally, Caernarfon Castle is one of the most impressive castles and medieval buildings around and is recognised worldwide.
so I think we're going into a speed restriction now. So what's our speed?
5 knots.
Let's do 5 knots now.
I'm not there yet.
So these markers here. These boys on Earth, they're all stopping now. Yeah.
And then I'll stop the wave. And then start it again. Oh, it's like the slow race.
So how's your experience so far, Jem?
Great, I can get used to this. This is the life, isn't it? I think we've been really, really lucky with the weather.
Is it as easy as you thought?
I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot, you know. Richard has been a fantastic teacher.
He has.
Haven't you, Richard?
So-so.
So.
He's only smacked me once.
Where are we now?
In the ocean.
This ocean is connected to every part of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
So we're in the Menai Straits where we've been all the past 2 days.
Well, we're coming up on where we left, aren't we? Can't remember the name
Yes,
now.
we are for
To Norway.
Yeah. But we're going to carry on through. We're going to go back through the Straits and over to Bangor to refuel.
So we're going to go through the Swellies again.
Yeah.
Woo.
The Swellies is a part on the Menai Straits and it's known for how dangerous it is. The tide comes in 2 directions and creates a strong current and whirlpools which can easily sink small boats. There are also 4 tides every day. And at low tide there's only 18 inches of water in places. It is full of rocks and islands and sandbanks. So unless you do know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend crossing the Swellies, but we were really in safe hands with Richard, who knew it like the back of his hand.
It's called the Swellies.
Yeah. There we go, 22 knots through the Swellies.
It's really crazy looking at the Swellies. You can just see there's so many swirls and undercurrents, and it's pretty bad stretch really. If you're going slow, I bet you'd rarely get moved around. So we finished our training.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic day it's been. Well, 2 days it's been.
But we still don't know whether we passed or not.
Well, we'll go and find out now.
So we're just waiting for Richard to come back. I think he's marking on.
Doing tick sheets and putting little red marks against stuff and whatever, but that should be good.
So we'll wait and see what Richard comes back with.
Yeah.
Here comes Richard to tell us whether we've passed or failed.
Gemma, Simon, just about, well, a bit more than the skin of your teeth. Well done. Here's your powerboat level 2 certificate.
Yay!
2 good days, and you were pretty good actually. Fair play.
Were we good?
Fair play.
That's good.
Not the worst students you've had then?
No.
We
no,
didn't sink his boat anyway, did we?
No, we didn't scratch it, we didn't sink it. It was good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's been brilliant. We've learned a lot, and this is the first of many certificates to come, because we've got quite a lot of training to do, haven't we?
Yeah, and I found out as well, it's amazing what you don't know.
Yeah.
Anyone can jump in a boat and drive it, but it's it's eye-opening.
But Richard was very kind as well, because he's seen that we weren't complete novices and we did have some experience. So the course we've done over the past couple of days hasn't just been the basic level 2 powerboat course, has it?
No, we've gone into parts of the next level for sure.
So we are now halfway through the advanced powerboating as well.
No,
So
we're
the
not.
next level would be the intermediate.
The intermediate, there we are, halfway through the
We've
intermediate.
touched on some of that, yeah.
We've touched on a bit.
So hopefully that'll be the next certificate that we get.
Yay, fingers crossed.
And I'm sure we'll probably get that done this summer, won't we?
Well, we'll get into some twin-engined work on a boat similar to what you're rebuilding, won't we? With
Sounds-
shaft drives and no bow thrusters.
Yeah.
Traditional
Way of doing
traditional way
that.
of doing it.
So we've had a ball, we can't wait to get back on and carry on with some more training. So thanks you so much, Richard, and for Dave
Been a
as well.
pleasure.
Seawake.
And to Seawake Training for giving us a hand and supporting us on our training.
Yeah. So if you need some powerboat training,
Highly recommended. And you know, going through like the Menai Straits and dealing with all that, it hasn't just been something very easy and basic. It's been quite eye-opening, and even just the place as well, it's absolutely beautiful around Anglesey. So we've had a ball, haven't we?
Yeah.
But now it's time to get back to Surinder. So thanks for watching.
Cheers,
See you
guys.
next week.
See you later.